mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it.
Going into freshman year, I was a little bit nervous like most kids. I wasn't sure what to expect at such a big school compared to where I was coming from. Homecoming was the first major event I attended as a high schooler. It was a new experience for me, and boy did I have fun at the dance. It was nice to have my older brother, Luke, attend the same school as me so that he could show me the way and help me stay out of trouble. I always looked up to him and knew that he'd be there if I ever needed him. Lacrosse was always one of my hobbies growing up, and although I only ended up playing 1 year in high school, I had a great experience and I met a lot of people who I'm still friends with today. Growing up, my family and I always took an annual trip to Juarez, Mexico, to help build a house for people living in extreme poverty. Going on these trips helped me become more empathetic for other people and made me realize how lucky I truly am to live here in America. Nothing really beats seeing the smiles on these people's faces when they get the help that they need. During the 3 days that we spent down in Mexico, we'd build a house like the one you see on the screen. We would also coordinate a food outreach where we'd feed the kids and help them do crafts. Spending time in Juarez and helping these people was always a good time, and I hope that I can keep doing it when I grow up. During the summer after freshman year, my family and I took a trip down to the Dominican Republic. I had a great time and it opened my eyes to some of the different kinds of culture that exists in this world. It was definitely a trip that made me feel like I wanted to travel the world someday. I decided to try out for drumline during my sophomore year, and I'm very glad I did. I played bass drum. Marching band was a great time, and I met people who became some of my great friends. We went down to Juarez again during sophomore year. It was my 13th time down there, but there are always things and people that make the trips unique from one another. This trip was extra special because it was the last one before my brother was headed off to college. When I turned 16, I bought my first car with the help of my parents. It's a 1995 Jeep Wrangler. There's a love-hate relationship between the two of us, but at the end of the day, I could not have asked for a better car to learn the rules of the road in. Maybe I take that back. I wouldn't mind learning how to drive a brand new Lamborghini up in the Hollywood Hills. Watching my older brother graduate was bittersweet. I was happy for him, but at the same time I didn't want to see him leave. It would be odd to take the title of being the oldest sibling in our house. However, I wasn't done spending a ton of time with Luke. He worked at Pinehurst Country Club and put in the good word for me. I got the job as a grounds worker and worked my first full-time job. That summer, my family took a trip to San Francisco. We had a great time and saw a lot of cool stuff. Spending time with family is something that I think a lot of people take for granted. I always try to savor moments with them because you won't always have them around. Marching band during junior year was by far my favorite year of marching band. It was the first year where I actually had responsibility over younger people. I also grew closer to a lot of people and made more friends. The Chatfield Band took a trip down to Florida to play a concert at Disney World that spring break. It was a great time and I had fun spending time with friends. I kicked off summer by getting my wisdom teeth out on the very first day of break. I'd like to thank my mom for dealing with me while I was on drugs. At least the better part of my summer was spent down in Aruba. I had a great time with my family and it's definitely a vacation that I'll never forget. And last but not least, we have senior year. Marching band was a major highlight of my senior year. It was kind of sad because I was leaving something that had been such a big part of my time spent at high school. I'll never forget how much fun I had and how many awesome people I met. I made my decision to go study business at the University of Northern Colorado. Without my family's support, there's absolutely no way I'd be where I am today. As a senior, I came to sudden realization that I won't be seeing the majority of the people around me anymore. It really urged me to spend more time with my friends. They're one of the best things in life, along with your family, after all. Spending time with friends and family became the most important thing in high school for me. If it meant I could spend more time with people I enjoy, I would do high school all over again.
Yeah, Jumpman, I don't need no introduction. Jumpman, Metro Boomin on production, wow. 100 cousins out in Memphis, they so country, wow. Tell us stay the night, valet your car.